NHL is quiet in July. No, no. Not today, boys and girls. We have so much to talk about today on episode 19 of Saving the Beauty. Hi, by the way, Rob, Carly, and Ismail here with you. That we may not even be able to fill it in to the whole show. That's how much there is. Between the draft that happened just last week to today, which is normally known as Free Agent Frenzy Day, but it's really become more like Trade Deadline Day Part 2. There's so much going on, so much to talk about, a lot of good, which I will let my cohorts talk about in a minute and let them gloat, because they're going to. A lot of bad, which, as you can see by my nickname, Angry, that will be me in a couple of minutes, so I can go off on my level B team. But let's just say this, okay? The three of us here on this show, we all had teams that did not make the playoffs last year. Rangers, Carly with San Jose, and Vancouver, by the way, and Ismail with Toronto. But now, as we look at today, after what's been happening the last couple of days, I'm going to predict that two of the three of us are going to be happy next season, but one person's going to be left out in the weeds. Can you guess who that might be? Can you guess? Who do you think?
Said I have a feeling?
No, you're not going to be in the weeds. No, it's not going to be you. It's not going to be old Ishy baby down here with the 55-year-old goaltender. No.
Nickname
Oh, yes, the Bobber. We're going to call Ishy Bob from now on. That's going to be his name from now. Bob.
I like the Ishy baby better. But
Ishy baby. But anyway, so before I go on to my tirade and my rant, which hopefully will blow up the internet, okay, because I have a lot of things to discuss about what's happening today, I'm going to let my two partners discuss what their teams have done over the last week or so, from the draft to today's crazy day of signings and trades. And while they're talking, I'm going to just keep checking my phone, because every 2 minutes something happens, you know? So we'll be polite, and we're going to go with ladies first, because I was born and raised a gentleman. And Carly, if I were to be a betting man right now, I would predict that the San Jose Sharks not only are going to be in the playoffs next year, but they can be one of the top picks in the Western Conference. That's unbelievable for me to think about. But based on what your team has done over the last 7 or 8 days, you have to be happy. So go ahead, gloat, enjoy, talk about everything, knock yourself out. And I will check this.
I am very happy. I did not wake up today really thinking some of these trades we're going to go through that went through this morning. I am very excited that we have signed Jacob Trouba. He is a very physical player, as we all know, and the San Jose Sharks need a defenseman with that physicality. It is a 4-year contract, so I'm very, very excited to have him join, as well as Mason Marchment. That is a 5-year contract. So I'm very excited with those two veterans. We did sign Kesselring last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. So yeah, literally Mike Greer has been very busy with his signings today. We got a goaltender, Eric Comrie. I'm just going through the list. We just signed Darnell Nurse from the Oilers. I'm still kind of on the fence with that one. But we did re-sign Zach Ostapchuk and Ethan Cardwell, so I'm really excited those two young players have re-signed. And then the draft last week, just pretty exciting. Ivar Stenberg, we chose the second pick. So, and then just a whole list of kids, including a 7'1" defenseman. So the Sharks are going to be kind of deadly coming up soon, and I'm very excited to see what happens. So shout out to Mike Greer for all the work that he's put in. The Sharks are really going to be going places, and I can't wait to see what the season holds for us.
Yeah, what can I say? You're going to have a good team, and, I'll be watching on the sidelines as you hoist a cup, basically. And but no, you've done everything right. You got a great, obviously, you basically given the number 2 pick in the draft. Yeah, lottery. Yeah, okay, sure.
It was rigged.
Right. That's a lottery. It was rigged. We know. It's like the election. It was rigged. And, of course, you get Stenberg. I mean, geez, you got Michael Miso, who didn't even play yet. You got him last year, number 2 pick. So,
He's
how many more riches can you have? Now, there is one area that you might have a problem. goaltender. Now, I'm not so sold on their goaltending. So, could Connor Hellebuck be in the fix in the future? Apparently, he's out there. They're looking to maybe trade him. Maybe Hellebuck comes to San Jose. You never know.
That would be really exciting.
Because obviously, Ismail doesn't need a goaltender now, so Hellebuck's not going to go to Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
No. It's not going to come to the Rangers because now we have the wonderful Igor Shesterkin making $12 million a year to make us suck. But no, I mean, look, what can you say? The Sharks have been doing everything great. Mike Greer doing it. Right now, he is GM of the year. Yeah. Hands down, GM of the year. Give him the trophy. Let him have it. Yeah. He wins.
What
would you like to say?
Like one thing I wanted to point out, it was that the Sharks actually have like a prospect who was in the Memorial Cup, which is Canada's junior championship prospect, and he was in the Memorial Cup All-Star team. His name is Christian Kirsch. He's a Swiss prospect. He's committed to Quinnipiac University this coming up season. So the Sharks, if he does well in Quinnipiac University, maybe by the end of that he can actually come back, after the year, and then maybe the Sharks don't have to be worried about too much on the goalie units. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Yeah. Maybe in the immediately, yeah, but not in the long term.
Well, like I said, I know for a fact that San Jose is greatly improved. I mean, Trouba, I loved him here in New York. I think he got a raw deal by our wonderful GM and was shipped out. So he's going to help. He stays healthy. He had 10 goals last year for Anaheim. That's pretty good for a defenseman. Yeah. So he's going to solidify that back line. He did lose Mario Ferraro, but it doesn't seem like they even cared about him. They just let him go away. Goodbye.
Yeah. They lost Vincent Desharnais.
They're yeah, they did. They're loaded up front offensively. I don't, like I said, I think if they can make sure their goaltending is solid, there's no reason why they're not going to be competing for potential at least Western Conference Finals next year, easily.
And then switching gears to the Canucks, they've been very quiet. They haven't done much of anything except for acquire Gallagher from the Canadiens, and I think that the Canadiens really screwed up on that trade because all they got were future considerations. And I think Gallagher is worth a little bit more than that. And then we traded Pettersson to you guys, as we'll get into.
Well, we'll get into that.
But Vancouver's just been very quiet. And for being dead last in the league, I was hoping that there'd be a little bit more movement today.
Well, you have to wonder, will they trade Elias Pettersson?
He's been on the block multiple times before, but
he's been very disappointing the last 2 seasons. So I don't know if people want to pick up that contract. Making a lot of money, he's not producing. Who would want that? Unless Vancouver's going to take some of that salary off somebody else's hands. I don't know. I mean,
goaltending isn't great either. We're always injured, so it's just.
So there was a very old, before my time, but I know the show. There was an old TV show called Father Knows Best. Have you ever heard the show Father Knows Best?
Nope.
It's an old show, very old. Anyway, that's going to be the new mantra for the Vancouver Canucks. Father knows best. Why? Because the coach will have his son on the team. Isn't that cute? The Malhotra's will be joined at the hip.
I mean, you could the fact that Manny was sitting right next on the sofa with him in that you knew it was coming right away.
You think he whispered in his ear? I think we're going to pick you now. He knew.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Can you imagine if they didn't pick him and his father was sitting over next to him? Oof. Yeah. Dad, you didn't pick me? Not good enough? That would have been embarrassing. That would have been really embarrassing. That would have been terrible. So, but we'll see. There's still plenty of time in this off season, so
They did sign Luke Shen to a 1-year contract.
Oh, that's a great one. That's for the youth movement. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
really
good.
Getting it.
Yep, Luke Shen. But at least you have the Sharks to root for, Cole. You don't have to worry about the Canucks for a while. You can just put them on the back burner for a while.
They're in time now.
Wear your little baby Shark jersey and have fun. So, but now let's go to Mr. Canada. Later on we are going to talk to Ismail. Ismail was very fortunate enough to actually attend the NHL Draft last year. They actually let him into Buffalo, which I'm shocked they let him cross. I'm shocked they let him cross the border. Number one, but yes, he did go to Buffalo. Thank you. Put that down. We're not talking about the draft yet. But we're going to let Ismail talk about his draft experience later on. And maybe, did you take pictures?
Yes, I did.
And will you have pictures to show and
Yes,
tell?
yes, I do. Yes.
So we're going to have an Ishmael show and tell today. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. That's something to look forward to, boys and girls. But before we get into the draft, we're going to let Ishmael have fun because, Ishmael, you are a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, and your team has made a lot of significant moves over the last week from today to the draft. So we'll let you now have the floor and talk about your team before Rob gets to blow up the internet.
By the way, so I was I was in Buffalo, of course, and by the way, today is of course July 1st, which is not only just free agent frenzy.
It's
free
Canada
agency
Day.
frenzy,
We know. We know it's
Canada
Canada
Day,
Day.
but you know, because it's also like on July 4th, you know, it's of course it's 4th of July, of course, but because you know, I'm an ordinary American today, you know, I'm
Yeah.
wearing a Buffalo shirt,
Love
but
that.
it's also because you know, it's a special occasion. It's a 250th, you know, birthday
Oh, wait,
celebration.
wait,
So
wait, wait.
so
You're not even
I
an
go.
American citizen, and you're going to tell us you're celebrating the 250th anniversary?
I mean, it happens once every.
We'll deport you.
I mean, it happens once every 250 years. So I
Right,
mean,
we
you know.
won't be here for the next one.
I hope not.
So I mean that's the reason why. But you know, it comes once every 250 years. Canada Day comes once every year. So I was like, it won't happen again. I want to have another opportunity to wear this unless I'm alive in the next 250 years. So I'll wear this today. So
You know what we're going to do at the end of the show, Ishmael? Do you know the famous song by Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA? You know that song?
I'm very familiar with that. Yes.
Okay, we're going to let you sing it.
No, no, no.
No, we're going to play it, and you're going to sing it.
Sung
We're gonna
happy
let you-
birthday to you.
That's right. We're going to let
I mean-
Ishmael sing God Bless the USA.
And I
mean-
can-
That's something for everybody to stick
I don't
around.
know the lyrics honestly.
I'll put them up on the screen. Don't you worry about it.
Fine.
No.
But okay, now that
Okay.
you
By the way, I wanted to right a wrong. By the way,
Oh,
so.
you're going to quit the show.
So you know, like when I was, so there was an announcement, you know, at the Leafs at the draft that a special celebrity was gonna come down and do a major announcement, and it was a messed up Justin Bieber who came out there, you know.
Messed
So
up
Yes.
or messed up?
messed up, the same thing. So
That
messed
too.
up,
Messed
messed
up.
up.
He
So
probably was. Yep.
and you know he thinks he's a mixed gender he's a mixed racial person.
Gender.
I meant to say mixed.
Not California? What is this?
I meant to say mixed racial person. That's what
My
I meant to say.
goodness. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Our turn.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So he came out there and you know he did his thing. So the iconic thing about the first overall pick is you get to say this guy came out of this place. This guy is being drafted out of this university, and he was like, "Yo, Mr. McKenna, get your
Yes.
ass up."
Uh-huh. Basically,
So
yeah,
we're gonna make this official right here, right now. We're gonna say it properly right here, right now. Okay? So we're gonna do this right now. With the first overall pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Toronto Maple Leafs select Gavin McKenna, Penn State forward.
Snaps.
I don't even. Hold on. Actually, can you
That was
before you do that, I want to prepare for this. Can you just play? Wait, hold on. That's the wrong song. Can you play? Can you say that again? Because I want to put a little bit of whatchamacallit,
music to it.
music to it. Yes, please do.
This.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Go ahead, do
Oh
that
no,
again.
it loses its value then. It loses its value then. No.
Go ahead, Ishmael. Go ahead, do it again.
It's camera action.
Okay, you better cut this. You better have this thing.
Go ahead, Ishmael. We're ready to go.
Okay. All right. With the first overall pick in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Toronto Maple Leafs select select your boy Gavin McKenna. He's a forward out of Penn State. Happy Valley. Go Leafs, go baby. Oh my God.
That was not the music I was expecting.
See, I added that masculinity to the end. No, oh my God! You better delete this part now when you put this up.
Come Come on, Ishmael.
I I should call the
This is
suicide
almost
line.
as exciting as Taylor Swift getting married at Madison Square Garden this weekend. Oh boy, can't wait for that one. Oh boy.
I'll be busy.
Okay, there we go. Justin Bieber,
That
welcome
was
to
exciting.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
That was
You know, if you're
exciting.
lucky, Bieber could be your backup
Justin
goal.
Bieber. Justin
Play
Bieber.
backup. I heard he plays goal. He could be the backup.
He did
Um, all right. Now that you've done your first round selection properly,
It's official now. It's official.
yes, thank you. We'll let Gary Bettman know to put that and splice it into the. We will splice it into the archives of the NHL so they can always show you announcing Gavin McKenna as the number 1 pick. By the way, the only other Gavin that I know.
Wait. We have to. It's one more. The one more guy has to approve this.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
How did I know he was gonna find that button?
You would think by now we'd have some new sound effects. He's doing the same stupid sound effects week after week.
Come on, you gotta get the proof from the Big D Trump.
By the
I
way,
love
I want you guys to.
coming from
The
some
only
like
other,
kid.
the only other person I know named Gavin was Gavin McLeod, who otherwise known as Captain Stooping on the Love Boat. Did you know that?
No.
Okay, good. Just a little reference for all you
Learn
youngsters.
something new every day.
All you youngsters out there who don't remember do you remember the show The Love Boat? Love, exciting and new.
I'm pretty sure Carly knows a nice Gavin from the governor's office.
Oh God. Oh, I mean hair gel man? Please, let's not talk about that. Let's not ruin the show, please.
Thanks for the nightmares.
He's got to worry about his wife stealing anything. But anyway, let's move on. Ishmael, we have a lot to talk about here. A lot to talk about. Can you talk about your Leafs, please, and let us know what you think about
Okay,
all the
so
moves
Gavin
they
McKenna, first overall pick. I mean that's exciting, of course, in itself. A great prospect, great out of best prospect out of.
made. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So another thing that happened, I'm not sure if you guys knew about this, but the Marlies, they won the AHL
We're
Cup.
talking about the Marlies right now.
So
Will you stick to the damn script? We don't give a shit about the Marlies.
Hey, at least they can win something, but Toronto can't.
Right, there you go. Yeah, maybe that's what they.
No, what I was going to is that the goalie Artur Akhtiamov became the MVP. So now Toronto has got depth at goalie with now geez, now you made me forget. I mean, sorry, what's it? With Bobby, with now, so now they got Bobby, they got we got AA, so now they got depth at goalie. So now that's something that's gonna work for them. So and because of that, they traded away Dennis Hilderby for Nick Paul. So that's something that they just did. Nick Paul from the Lightning. So that's something. Of course, they also got Jack Roslovic. So they
he's
got.
a winner.
Well, you would say that because he didn't do so good for you with New York, but after that with Carolina and then with Edmonton, he was balling out. So I don't know what to say, man. So yeah, so I mean it's been a good day for the Leafs. You know they've got some good offense. It's been a good off season so far for the Leafs. Got good trades, good signings. The AHL department won their draft went well. I mean, can't be too happy. Can't be too upset for the Leafs if you're a Leafs fan.
And you haven't traded Austin Matthews yet.
No, I mean,
Still there.
I mean, when people were saying that you would be trading a captain out of Ontario, they didn't think that it would be Matthews. It was actually
the
the
Jays
Sens
not.
captain.
Yes. So, all right, Ishmael, let's put a gun to your head. Not literally. Let's if you're, the Leafs a playoff team next year.
I think they will make the first round, but I think that'll be about it.
So basically, what they normally do.
Yeah,
Nothing different.
but
One
it's a high improvement from this year. So
I see. Well, congratulations to your Maple Leafs on their moves. Probably more to come, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a matter of time before Austin Matthews is traded for, bag of
Future
balls from the
consideration.
Sacramento A's or something like that. You never know. So. All right,
I mean,
excuse me?
I mean, like for the first time, everything has been going so smoothly for the Leafs. Like it's something
You just
bad is
jinxed
gonna
it.
happen.
You just
Yeah.
jinxed it.
I mean, I probably have, yeah. So
Okay, I'm falling off the couch here. So, we've let my partners in crime gloat about their wonderful teams and how well they've improved and how they think they're all going to be winning the cup next year. So I guess now it'll be my turn. And let me preface this by, ladies and gentlemen, if your children are anywhere nearby, you may want to hide them. I don't know if they want to hear the language. I'm just trying to protect them. Don't want them to hear any bad words that they're not used to. This could be R-rated. It could be X-rated. You never know. It's going to be nasty. But
Put your pants on.
they're on. Thank you very much. I had to check for a minute. Okay. We will skip the draft for a moment. All right, we'll get to the draft after this. But today I woke up with some hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams that somehow our GM would have been struck by lightning and be left on the side of the curb, and somehow we would have replaced him with Neil Sheehy or somebody else. But no, unfortunately, my dreams were a nightmare today, and it started early. I was hoping my Rangers were going to improve this year and it'd be a better team, not only for me to enjoy, but for all the fans in New York who just saw the co-residents of MSG, the New York Knicks. They just won a championship, right? So you think, okay, maybe that'll rub off a little bit on the Rangers. Maybe they'll get some of that good luck, right? No. So, as some of you know from watching this show, and we want to thank all of you, apparently we're getting up higher in the ratings. I like that. My all-time favorite Ranger, by far, is the great Matt Zuccarello. Otherwise, I like to call him Norwegian G. So, I knew that little Zuki was a free agent. Now, Zuccarello was probably one of the biggest fan favorites out there, and he's been known to say he never wanted to leave New York. He always wanted to come home. So I'm thinking, okay, we're obviously in a retool right now. We're not going to be good for a while. Maybe the Rangers do the right thing and bring Zook home. Let him finish. He's 38 years old. Let him finish out his career, right? No. I wake up this morning, and right when the clock hits 12 o'clock, right when the free agency begins, the first signing out of the box, first one, Matt Zuccarello. Now, did Zuki come home to finish his career for all the Rangers to enjoy and all the fans to have something to cheer about? No. Fact. According to Carly, who told me earlier, he was hoping that the Rangers would make him an offer. No offer from the Rangers, not at all. So instead, Matt Zuccarello, who was a great playmaker, he was on the top line in Minnesota this year. So he's still got a lot of skill. He signs a one-year deal. 1 year. For how much? $1 million. That's as much as Ismail gets paid from the Hockey News. No money. $1 million. He goes to play with Artemi Panarin and Peter Laviolette, all the former Rangers. He goes to L.A.
He's having a reunion.
The L.A. Kings, who, by the way, beat Zuccarello and the Rangers in the 2014 finals. The one chance Zook had a chance to win a cup, he goes to the team that knocked him out. Thank you. So now, Drury is fucked up, had to say it, once. But it gets better. No, we don't stop there. The next thing we do is we go out and sign Joe Veleno from Montreal. Who, you might ask? I don't know. So don't ask me. I don't know who he is. And we're going to project him as a number 4 center on the team. Couldn't even make the Canadians this year. Joe Veleno. Thank you. Then we go out and we sign another guy in his 30s. This is the youth movement we're talking about here. In the 30s, Oliver Bjorkstrand from Tampa. We sign him for a 1-year deal for $4 million. Why do you think they signed Bjorkstrand? Because Mr. Drury had something else in mind, ladies and gentlemen. And that was he was going to replace Vinny Trocheck, who is one of the most respected players on the team. It's my wife's favorite player, by the way. And Trocheck's been on the block for a while. But we were expecting, if they're going to trade this guy who's a heart and soul guy, a Team USA guy, an Olympian, he works hard every game, every team wants a Vinny Trocheck. We're going to get a nice haul. They didn't trade him last year in the trade deadline. We're going to hold on to him until we get a really good, maybe a couple of number 1 picks, maybe a great player. No, that doesn't happen, boys and girls. Around 4 in the afternoon, I get a phone call from a friend of mine. Vinny Trocheck was traded. Okay, where, you ask? Goes to Utah. Oh, okay. Who did we get? Did we get their captain, maybe? Did we get I can't think of their names right now. some of the top line players on the Utah Mammoth.
Yeah. I'm blanking
Like,
too.
yeah, I know. No, we trade him to Utah for Sean Dursey, a nice, serviceable defenseman, third pair maybe. A guy by the name of Cole Bedoin, who I don't know anything about, but according to Ismail, he doesn't know about him either. That's a problem because Ishmael's our minor league expert. According to the online experts, say, oh, no, he's a great prospect. And we get a third-round pick. So we basically just gave him away, which we've done already with other players like Panarin. But no, we don't stop there. No, we keep going. Then we acquire another defenseman from Vancouver, Marcus Pettersson. In his 30s, there's that youth movement again, right? Another young defenseman. And what do? We give up a number 1 pick. Good job. Way to go, Tris. That's building for the future, buddy. And then just moments ago, and I got to check my phone again because who knows, by now we might have traded Mika Zibanejad. We just traded Will Borgen, who's a very solid defenseman. Very solid. We trade him off to the Boston Bruins for a second-round pick. So, do you want to ask me right now, are the Rangers going to be in the playoffs next year? I don't think the Rangers right now could make the AHL playoffs. I don't think the Rangers could make Pee Wee hockey on Long Island playoffs right now. The GM has no clue what he's doing. He is not making any sense. He has ruined the team. And I must say, Chris Drury, if you're watching this show, you were not invited to come over for July 4th. No barbecue for you.
Cancel that RSVP.
You're out. You've destroyed this team that 3 years ago, just 2.5, 3 years ago, were the President Trophy winners.
Yeah.
We were at the top of the league. And now guess what? At the bottom. Terrible. Bad. When a guy on the NHL Network today says the Rangers are now the worst team in the league, oh boy, that makes me feel so good. So thank you, Chris Drury. A heck of a day. You just keep doing your job, baby. All I have to say right now is, let's go Knicks. That's it. Let's go Knicks.
I love that. Well, I don't
Anyway.
love that for you, but
Yeah, I'm done. So anyway, that's all I had to say about my Rangers. I don't want to talk about them anymore. So let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about some positive stuff, shall we? And again, we can go on and on and on. There's just so much to talk about. And again, like I said, Ishmael's put together a list. So I'm going to go on the list and see. I think we should stay with today first.
okay.
And then we could talk about the draft because I'm sure Ishmael has a lot of stories. There's so much to talk about. First of all, one person that was not traded yet, today at least, who's in the news, Zach Werenski. Would you like to have a Norris Trophy defenseman on your team? And I know why Ishmael's excited. I know why. Because the rumor is he's going to be traded to one of 2 teams. And what are one of those teams, Ishmael?
The Leafs.
The Leafs.
That'd be a good addition for your team.
Yes. So Werenski currently is still a Columbus Blue Jacket, but he could be traded. And I'm telling you right now, that'd be a pretty good trade. So we'll see what happens with that. But he wasn't traded. Neither was Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson was offered to be traded to Seattle, and he was going to get like $15 million a year. He said, no,
And he turned
I don't
down.
want to go play in Seattle. Too many liberals. I'm not going there. Sorry. I can't. No. They're too green energy up there. Climate change arena, please. I would never go. So he's still in Dallas. What I'm curious about moving forward, I'm still waiting for somebody to make an offer sheet. There's not been one offer sheet made to any, and there's some good RFAs out there. There's not one being made yet, but I do believe we're going to have that happen because predominantly everybody else is off the table. So let's start with what the first signing was today, which I thought was a little bit too much. And that was the Chicago Blackhawks, who just acquired Bowen Byram in a trade with Buffalo last week. They signed him to a contract that makes him the number 1 paid defenseman in all the league. Now, if I was a betting man, I wouldn't have predicted that be the top paid defenseman in the league, would you? Nope.
Oh, no.
No. Any comments? No, nothing. Good.
Yeah, go ahead, Cardi. So like what I would say was, I believe that it was important to like simply get him because you know how valuable he was for Buffalo. So they were willing to like keep him for themselves. So I think I think I wrote down some notes specifically on that. Um, that he was quite an important piece of for them. Um, sorry, I
What happened? What happened? We had a stall in the show here. What happened?
I
What
was
happened?
reading these notes.
I was reading his
yeah.
notes.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, like he was a very important part for them like last year. So yeah, it would have been like it would have taken like a lot of money to pull him outside of Buffalo. So I think that was what it came down to was the money. I think.
It's
That usually is the reason. The money is always the reason. Again, you know what? The cap has gone up dramatically. A lot of players are going to be making a lot more money. I can't wait till next season in the offseason to see how much Cale Makar is going to sign for. Oh boy, that's going to be the first $20 million player. I'm predicting it right now. It could be it. No, today there have been a number of extensions and signings. All right, and I'm going to rattle off a few of them, and you guys can talk about any ones you want because there's a number. The New Jersey Devils have re-signed Nico Hischier for another 5 years.
I like that.
He's going to be back in the fold for an average hit of $11.7 million.
Yep.
The Philadelphia Flyers signed Tyson Forster to an 8-year contract, which I thought was a lot of money for this guy. He only played 29 games last year, getting $7 million a year.
I
They also
believe
signed
I believe
goalie Dan Vladar to a 5-year contract.
I mean, yeah, like I mentioned that last year he had a career best wins total last year in game played. So yeah, it's funny how he just had that last year. So I mean, it worked out in the end for him. So
Now, this signing is going to become a bargain. Canadians, who are run by Jeff Gorton, who used to be the GM of what team, boys and girls?
Wonder. The Rangers.
Yeah, I wonder. Let's not mention it. Jeff Gordon signed his rookie, almost won Rookie of the Year, Ivan Demidov, to a 8-year extension at $9 million. That is going to be such a
smart.
bargain. Such a bargain in a couple of years. $9 million for that guy.
And
Let
he
me
has
tell
one
you.
more year on his entry-level contract.
That's
too.
right. Great signings. That's how you do it, boys and girls. That's how a GM does the job.
They should put a class on him.
Yeah, right. Well, he wouldn't learn. Other re-signings, before we get to the new signings, just looking over the wire here, what else we have. Those are the main ones. Is there anybody that I'm missing?
I'm looking at my notes real fast. I'm not seeing anymore.
Now, I will say one thing, going back to my wonderful Rangers for a second. They did make one nice acquisition going back to the draft, and that was they acquired Pavel Dorofeyev from the Vegas Knights for some draft picks. That's a good signing. I'll take that. They signed him to a 7-year deal for $11 million a year. He is a one-dimensional player. He will score you a lot of goals. He's very good on the power play. We'll see if he can actually, get his game to be more well-rounded. But that's a good sign. He's only 25 years old. So in that case, I'll give them the Rangers some credit. Now, talking about the East, I'm telling you right now, the Florida Panthers, they have beefed up dramatically. I'm thinking right now they're the favorites in the East again. They really are. Look at what they did today. First of all, they lose Bobrovsky, so they need a goaltender. What do? They call the New Jersey Devils, and they swing a trade, and they get their goaltender, Jacob Markstrom, and a prospect for Evan Rodriguez. So they move Rodriguez's money off the books. They bring in Markstrom. They put him in goal to replace Bobrovsky. Then they go out, and they re-sign and bring him back to Florida, Radko Gudas. Now, Radko Gudas, okay, he doesn't score a lot. He's one of the meanest SOBs in the league.
Mhm.
I would not want to be on the
Great
ice.
captain in Anaheim.
yeah,
Yeah,
us
he is
us leagues wouldn't know that.
Yeah. So they re-sign him. And of course, how could we forget that last week before the draft, they acquired Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me right now, if you look at their roster,
out
there
for
is not
blood.
one team in the NHL with more talent than the Florida Panthers right now.
They're out for
Up
blood.
and down the line. Up and down the line. Really, they're loaded. And they're going to get Barkov back next year. He didn't even play this year.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I already mentioned this to you guys in a group messages that they're like the Los Angeles Dodgers of the NHL, and that just fits perfectly. Like they're just gonna slaughter, like they're just gonna make their way to the top. Like this was just one downgrade year for them. It's just yeah, they're just gonna go out for revenge this upcoming season. You can just
I mean,
Now, they're
it's
not-
going to be a bloodbath every game.
They're not a fast team. They don't have team speed, but you know what?
They're
Maybe you
physical.
don't need speed to win in the East nowadays. Just beat the other team up. They're going to
Yeah.
remind me of the Philadelphia Flyers from the old days.
The ice
A
is no
tough,
longer going to be
physical,
white.
in-your-face team. I wouldn't want to play them.
No.
Can you imagine starting a game with the Panthers and having on the ice the Kachuk brothers, Bennett, and then on defense, Gudis and what's his name? The Russian defense, Kulikov. That's five. I would put them in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to be there. Kick the shit out of you.
No.
So I'm telling you right now, Florida Panthers have done an amazing job. They are really improved. Again, when you have a GM that knows how to create and run a team, you get good. When you have a GM that is an idiot, then you know.
Yeah.
You don't, exactly. Now, let's talk about some big signings today before we get into the trades. And there was a lot of trades today, too. Now, I know Carly mentioned Jacob Trouba. Great signing, 4 years, $8 million a year. We had others. I'm trying to, again, there's so much. Now, this is a nice, did you mention Mason Marchment?
I did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Now, it's really nice. His father played for San Jose.
Yeah. He
And
said
it's
he
kinda
spent most of his childhood in the stick room, and so he's excited to be back.
Yeah, so he's back home. So that's a nice signing. I
Love
actually
that.
like that signing. But let's see. I'm just, like I said, if you guys want to throw anything in to talk about, please feel free to jump in so we don't have any dead air. But there's just been so many signings today. It's just you can't keep up with them. I mean, every time I go and look at the wire here, there's another signing.
Well, one thing I wanted to point out is that while it's again about the Panthers. While they did lose Bobrovsky, they kind of made up for it by getting Jacob Markstrom. So that kind
Yes,
of
we just discussed that. Yes, we did. Now, this
Yes.
just happened moments before the show started. Not only do Utah acquire Vinny Trocheck as a center, they just signed Islander captain Anders Lee to a 3-year deal. So Anders Lee now a member of the Utah Mammoth. That's a nice deal for Utah. Again, there's just been so, and even though they said there weren't like huge names today, there were a lot of moves. Here's another good signing that I liked: Boone Jenner. I love Boone Jenner. I think Boone Jenner's a great player. He's physical. He's tough. He gets hurt a lot. That's a guy I'd love to have on my team. Washington Capitals signed Boone Jenner.
Yeah.
So while they're waiting for Alexander Ovechkin to decide whether he wants to play again, they not only got Boone Jenner, but last week they acquired in trades Jordan Kyrou and Alex Tuck.
Yes.
That's a lot of offense right there.
And
So
they
you
got
don't get
Vincent
a veteran
Desharnais
back.
today from San Jose. They picked him up.
Yeah.
So you have also that giant.
So right now, the Washington Capitals have dramatically improved their team. They're a much better team right now than they were a year ago. They didn't make the playoffs, but I can see right now that they're going to be in playoff contention next year.
Also, I want to add this that Alexei Protas' brother Ilya Protas, who was last year on the AHL's top prospect team. The guy is a phenomenal prospect. He's my contender. He's one of my contenders for the Calder Trophy next year. So that's something.
All right.
Okay. Just looking again at some other big signings we want to discuss. Looking out there. I mean, it's just so many signings today. I'm going over the list right now. It just keeps going and going. We talked about Bobrovsky. We talked about Trouba. Rasmus Anderson. Rasmus Anderson was acquired in a trade with the Vegas Golden Knights and Calgary at the trade deadline. Well, he wanted to stay in Vegas. He just got a 7-year deal. So he ain't going anywhere for a while.
Did we
Good
talk
fit.
about JJ Paterka?
No, we didn't talk about Paterka. No? Well, he was traded.
Yes.
We're doing signings right now. Stick to the script. We'll get to trades in a moment. Of course, you have to jump the gun and bring something
He's
else
so
up.
excited.
I know, he's very excited. He sure doesn't get out much, so he's got to talk about it. And, of course, one signing I have to mention, because the guy he keeps playing until he's 100 years old. Corey Perry. Back to the L.A. Kings. The L.A. Kings today signed 38-year-old Matt Zuccarello, 41-year-old Corey Perry, and as a third signing, they signed. So they are basically the AARP team now of the NHL. Bunch of old guys.
Nice.
So
Corey
good luck
Perry
with
is
old guys.
Corey Perry has signed his 4th team in 5 years. So
Yes.
he's like a journeyman.
Yes, he goes all over the place. Here's another signing. Eero Luostarinen re-signed with the Florida Panthers. He's a very good player for the Panthers. When we talked about them earlier, he's an important piece to that team. So they re-signed him for a number of years. Again, it's just been nonstop today, and I think we've covered most of the signings. So now let's go to some of the trades. And again, there have been a number of trades today. This has been the first time I can remember that a free agent day has been buffered by a number of huge trades. Number of them. Now, we talked about the Rangers, wonderful trade, so I'm not going to get into them anymore. We'll move off of them. Now, I didn't even see this trade. This just came down. The Detroit Red Wings have acquired Keegan Colasar from the Vegas Golden Knights. Nice little physical player, so he went to the Detroit Red Wings. That's a good player. Of course, Ismail talked about Nick Paul coming back to Toronto. Carly has discussed the Darnell Nurse acquisition from San Jose.
Yep.
Just
Hurricanes got John Carlson.
Now they acquired John Carlson before the free agent day today, but now Carlson is a free agent. He did not sign with Carolina, so he's still out there. I still think that he's going to go back to Washington somehow if they can afford him. I don't know if they have room anymore, but he is out there. I thought Carolina would lock him up, but they did not do that. So Carlson is out there. Here's another trade that happened earlier today between Nashville and Dallas. Dallas trades Maverick Bourque, who's a good player, and Ilya Lyubushkin. I just like saying that name, Lyubushkin. They went over to Nashville for some picks. Any other trades we could talk about? We talked about the Markstrom trade. The Panthers also got Akira Schmid to back up Markstrom.
I forgot to mention that earlier.
Now, here's another player that was not traded today, but he's in the news as well. And I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think? What's going to happen with Connor Hellebuyck? Now, of course, the Jets today signed Stuart Skinner.
Yes.
We think he's a backup, but they're giving him a lot of money to be a backup. He's getting like $4 million a year. It's a lot of money for a backup goalie. You have to wonder, are they going to trade Hellebuyck and have Skinner be their main guy? I don't know.
I think that Hellebuck's going to end up getting traded because I just don't see him going backwards into being the backup. So I just don't know where he's going to land, but I do not think he will play for Winnipeg.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There was a strange discussion on TSN that Florida, being the Dodgers of the NHL that they are, they also they were probably going to take Connor Hellebuyck as well. They were in to chase after him. So who knows? I mean, Florida is like just going all in for. So who knows?
Now, some other trades. This happened a little bit earlier. Earlier in the last week, Colorado traded Valeri Nichushkin to the Columbus Blue Jackets. So Nichushkin now a Blue Jacket. Yeah. I know that Ishmael's dying to talk about him. JJ Peterka. Would you like to talk about your Peterka trade?
Yeah. So of course, this was a draft day trade. So I was actually there when the button was pressed and the giant trade button trade came up on the screen. Oh. So the Utah Mammoth, they traded JJ Peterka, one of their top scorers on their team, for the 23rd pick, which, by the way, they ended up trading to Detroit, which I will also get into because it has AHL repercussions on it. In the 2026 draft, so, and a conditional first round pick in the 2028 draft. So I mean, Boston is loading up on offense. I mean, we were talking about how in the playoffs they were kind of on the older side, so kind of going to lean on the younger side a bit more, and on the other hand, the Utah Mammoth, they got this 23rd pick, but eventually they traded it away to Detroit, and now they have an extra first round pick next year. So 2 first round picks for Utah. So
another trade last week was Mason McTavish. By the way, that was a big one.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was. So by the way, eventually that 23rd pick by Detroit, this is my favorite one. It was they traded that the Detroit they traded that pick back to Utah. So in exchange for getting AHL back-to-back AHL All-Star Sebastian Cossa, who, by the way, if you guys follow, I wrote interviewed and wrote an article on this guy. So he's going to be a starter next year in the NHL. he had a 17-1-1 start last year in the AHL, which was I think one of the best starts in professional hockey. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how this guy starts his NHL career. He's played one NHL game, had one win, but he's gonna be goalies don't usually make for Calder Trophy candidates. But if I was a betting man, I would say this guy is one of them.
Now, in your notes, and I know you love talking about this, so I'll let you talk about it as well. You mentioned that Dylan Dubé signed a contract today. Now, what's the significance of that, Ishmael?
So Dylan Dubé, it's the infamous Team Canada sexual assault scandal that happened. So Dylan Dubé is only the second of those players, of those five players to sign an NHL contract after, of course, Carter Hart, who was in the Stanley Cup Finals last year. But last season, he was playing with their AHL team, the Springfield Thunderbirds, where he scored 25 goals and 45 points in 57 regular season / playoff games. So not really bad, not really bad. Of course, those are pretty good numbers if you think about someone who's carrying heavy baggage with him. So yeah, I think he earned that 1 year, 850K dollar contract with the Blues. So, I mean, let's see what he does in the big leagues now.
The sad thing about today is everything happened in one day. I really wish
Yeah.
all this would have been spread out over the course of a month or so we'd have more to talk about. But a lot of the stuff has been done already. So most of the signings are done. A lot of the big trades are done. There's still a couple potential trades that could happen.
Yeah.
There's still a possibility there might be some restricted free agents that have been, given an offer sheet, which I'm still waiting for the first one. But the majority of the business was done today. So if you want to go on vacation now, boys and girls, and not worry about missing anything, you can go. Because I think a lot of stuff has been done right now. But again, there could still be some other things that may trickle in during the offseason. But a lot of the big stuff was done. We'll wait and see what happens to Jason Robertson and Zach Werenski and Connor Hellebuck and maybe some... Oh, you know who's not signed yet? He didn't sign today. Where will Patrick Kane be going?
I forgot.
I forgot all about Patrick. He's out there. The rumors were that he might want to go back to Buffalo because that's where he's from to finish his career. But as of right now, he has not signed. So there are some other fish out there.
Yeah.
I wonder what other free agents are left. Let's see. Is there a way to find that out?
I
Free
think
agent.
so. Just Google it.
I'm trying to find the list of the available free agents that have not signed. Anybody? I mean, again, there's not a lot of big names out there.
No.
So,
I know, like, Ryan Reeves was, like, up on the block, but I don't think he got signed anywhere. I'd like to keep him.
he won't get signed.
Yeah, I would like to
I
keep
don't
him.
think so. I mean, he's old now too,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's going to be signed. He might get a chance as maybe a PTO at one team in the off season. But I don't think anybody's going to really sign him. But I'm just trying to see what's
find the list?
remaining. I'm trying to pull up remaining NHL UFAs for 2026 and see. I mean, obviously we mentioned Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering who else might still be out there. Let's see. Here we go. Well, obviously we mentioned John Carlson. He's out there still. We mentioned Patrick Kane. Now this is going to take forever to look at this because they're listing him as far as signed. Well, John Carlson, we mentioned he's out there. Again, I'm repeating myself now. Now, this is not up to date. So, if anybody out there has an up-to-date list, let me know because I cannot find I'm looking online right now, and well, Freddie Anderson's out there, the goaltender for Carolina. I don't think he's going back to Carolina. He won a cup there. He could be a nice fit as a goaltender in San Jose.
I'd take him.
You have money,
Yeah.
Cam Talbot, another goaltender that's out there. Again, I'm trying to find an updated list, and I keep running into the same stuff. This is Sportsnet's list, and it's just not.
All
it's
of mine are
not-
not loading on time, so.
Not giving me what I want.
No.
So, okay, we're not going to be able to. Oh wait,
We
here, let me
talked-
look.
last time we met, did we talk about Wall being traded? Or was that last week when we didn't meet? From Toronto.
Joseph Wall was traded. The goalie was traded. Yes, he's gone.
He's headed to the Flyers with Benoit.
Yes.
I don't know if we talked about that or not.
We may not have. All right, I give up. I can't. I'm trying to find a list of updated, but it seems that it's not available out here online, so I can't find it. So we're going to move off of the free agents because, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you've waited patiently for this moment in the show. We're going to not hold back any further. Carey Price can be had as a free agent. Did you know that he still has a contract out there, believe it or not? Wait a minute. Alex Ovechkin's a free agent.
Yes.
And here's another one who's a free agent. Okay, I found a list. Here's some other players. Patrick Laine is still a free agent. Now, would some team be out there to maybe offer him like a low base salary with incentives to sign? I could see that.
Mm-hmm. I think he just needs to get out of Montreal in general.
He was injured. He was injured. Yeah. What will Connor Bedard sign for? He has to be signed. What are the Blackhawks going to sign him? Now, if you wanted to sign somebody to an offer sheet, I'll tell you right now who I'd make an offer on right now. Who? Leo Carlson of the Ducks. I would offer a contract for him right away. I would do it in a heartbeat. That guy's going to be a stud. And if they can't sign him, you offer him for a couple of draft picks, go for it. But right now, nobody's making those offers. So as of right now, he's still out there. But, all right. We're going to get off of this subject now because the list is just way too long and it'll take us way too long to discuss this. There's a lot of names. That Claude Giroux is still out there. I mean, there's rumors that he might go back to Philadelphia. That's what I heard. I don't know if you guys heard anything about him.
Apparently, Werenski says he wants to stay with the Blue Jackets. They just
he says that. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know.
That's possible, but I think, for the right move, if they can make a deal, if he's even hinted that he wanted to leave, they're going to trade him. Yeah. They're not going to keep him. So, again, there's a lot more players out here still. A lot of smaller names. Jamie Benn is a free agent. I didn't know that. Oh. Is Jamie Benn a free agent? I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Apparently Jamie Benn is a free agent. Wasn't aware of that. All right. Let's move off of this list because I'm going to sit here all day and look at names. As we mentioned earlier in the show, last week was the NHL Draft, and to discuss it briefly, we discussed how the Leafs got the number 1 overall pick, which was not a shock. Gavin McKenna was predicted years ago to be the number 1 pick, and he was smartly grabbed by the Maple Leafs, and then Carly's San Jose Sharks were gifted the number 2 pick, and they picked who a lot of people think is even going to be a better player than McKenna, Ivar Stenberg. Your thoughts, guys?
Ismail, you want to go first since you guys chose first?
I think Ivar has. Ivar has the advantage that he's played professional. He's played in the SHL. But I think that's kind of where that whole thing comes by. And of course, Ivar played in the World Championships, which is as professional as it gets. Gavin McKenna has not played professional at all. He's not even played in a men's national league, men's national international championship, which unlike Ivar. So you can see the difference in experience. So by that you can say that Ivar has, but McKenna is used to the North American ice, and with that and NCAA is not like sunshine and roses. So I mean, he has been known. He's not a generational talent, but he was undoubtedly, he is called the best prospect in the draft for a reason. So it's kind of a toss up, but I have faith in the Leafs that they picked the best prospects. So I believe in that.
Well, we'll see. And then of course, right after those 2 picks were made, the Vancouver Canucks decided to reunite dad and son. It'll be very interesting to see Caleb Malhotra play for his dad, Manny, in Vancouver. That'll be something to watch. And then finally, the Rangers picked 5th, and Chase Reed was on the board, and a lot of people wanted the Rangers to pick Chase Reed. He's going to be a stud defenseman. He may not be ready yet to play. The Rangers wound up picking a guy who I wasn't really familiar with until recently by the name of Albert Smits, who's a Latvian-born player. He moved away from home at the age of 13 to play professional hockey. So he's been alone for a long while. He's been on his own for a while. He played in the Olympics this year too, so he has professional experience. He's a big 6'3" defenseman who they're going to be able to put in the lineup apparently right away. So the Rangers picked Smits, and Chase Reed fell all the way to 7th and got drafted by the Seattle Kraken, which I think is a steal for them. I think Chase Reed's going to be a stud in a couple of years. So that's a great pick for the Seattle Kraken. But overall, it was a good draft. A lot of trades, a lot of intrigue. I thought it was really good paced draft this year. And speaking of the draft, our colleague Ismail was fortunate enough to sneak over the border, get past security, and get into the arena in Buffalo to witness firsthand on his own, thanks to a credential from the Hockey News, to be there for the NHL Draft. So without further ado, our show used to have a wonderful segment on some prior company we used to work for. We won't mention them. We used to have a segment called Ismail's Show and Tell, which over the weeks was wonderful. Ismail would show us things from old hockey cards to hockey jerseys to articles from back home to showing children getting beaten up in school in Pakistan. It was a lot
He
of...
even took us on vacation.
Right, exactly. So now, because Ismail was there in person, he has promised us today a special edition, and we're going to end the show with this, of Ismail's Show and Tell, and Ismail's going to show us exactly how his experience was. So without further ado, Ismail, the floor is yours.
Okay. So when I went into downtown Buffalo, this was the first thing I saw. Yeah.
Welcome to Buffalo, Rasmus Dahlin. First pick, 26. Very nice.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah,
I
I can
do.
see it.
Ismail,
Okay, so-
before I go any further, did you have any buffalo wings while you were in Buffalo?
Yes, I did, of course.
And how were they? How were they?
They were very good. Yeah, of course. Like you can't leave Buffalo without having buffalo wings.
Well, the
of course.
hype is they have the best buffalo wings ever, and I've never been to Buffalo, so I don't know. I just want to know, did they rate better than Toronto buffalo wings?
Buffalo wings are buffalo wings. I would say that. So
That's not
Now,
true.
what about your big gulp? You got a big gulp.
That's right.
Oh, yeah,
Look, see, now I always have the big gulp with me
Yeah.
for shows, but Ismail actually had
What
his
was
first
it?
big gulp.
yeah, like it was like a life changing experience, honestly, because Mountain Dew is my favorite soft drink. So when I saw a big gulp for Mountain Dew, I just jumped at it, and I didn't know how to serve myself in the beginning. I thought you had to get someone else to do it for you, but I eventually got it. So yeah, it was
Like a drug addict looking for his fentanyl fix. Look at
oh
Ismail
yeah.
going and get
We're gonna be
that
finding
Mountain
him
Dew. There you
hanging out
go.
over here more times than
Look at him.
All right. So then the next picture. So by the way, yeah. So but when I went inside, so this is kind of when I went inside the hotel where the conference was happening. So this is kind of how it kind of looked like. So like the reception desk kind of looked like this. So they
Very
had
nice.
the whole thing, and of course like they had more stuff over there.
Ishmael, were there any famous people staying in your hotel besides yourself?
I think Gary. By the way, this is an interesting story. I just want to show you this. And by the way, I saw Gary Bettman in the elevator.
Gary Bettman was in the elevator?
Yeah.
Did you sneak in the elevator with him?
No,
Unbelievable.
we were not allowed to. We were not allowed to be in the same elevator as him. So
Rude.
Carly, it's Gary Bettman. Only goes in the elevator alone.
yeah, so yeah, he was in there, and one of the people in front of me said hi to him, and I was like, as I was turning to say hi to him, the door closed, and he was just on his way. So.
That was it.
But I just saw I saw
Like
him.
Great and powerful Oz behind the curtain, and Wizard of Oz. That's who he was. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the voice changer.
So yeah, of course, and of course, this was the Key Bank Arena outside, where all the draft festivities were happening. So yeah, of course, everything, like all the decorations and stuff.
Looks like a huge crowd showing up for the event.
No, this was like right before, like I was there earlier.
No,
So
I'm teasing you. Go ahead. I ain't get it.
He's first in line.
yeah,
He is.
first in line.
Number one. There he is.
But then, of course, it came down. Like um, and of course, I was when I went inside. This was the shot that I took. Um, so
Ooh.
so you can
That
see. Oh, gee. So you can see like on both sides of the room. Done. So there's a sports center on this side and there's ESPN on that side. So
Oh, there we go. Look at that. And
Yeah.
Ishmael's like throwing rock distance from both of them. So like throw things at them. Throw popcorn at them, basically.
Just throwing like
yeah.
favorite airplanes with questions.
By the way, when McKenna got drafted, he was after half an hour, like he was sitting here, and there's like a whole crowd like around here just taking pictures. And then he was escorted on this side. He went to get an interview, and the whole crowd just moved towards him and followed him. It was like, okay,
I'm sorry. From now on, whenever I hear Gavin McKenna's name, I'm just gonna keep playing that song. It's all right, no problem.
That's
okay.
fantastic.
But of course, before I went inside, there was like a big museum outside, like displaying
Historical.
everything. So I kind of want to show you these few pictures. Well, not few, but you love these. So these were the trophies outside of the different of the different season MVP trophies. Can
I
are they
see
showing?
nothing. No, I see nothing.
Oh,
See
never mind.
you.
Okay, no, I just opened it. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Gotcha.
The wonderful technical value we have to show. Look at that. Oh, look, there's some
That-
trophies.
That's the Art Ross trophy right there.
Wonderful. I feel like I'm in the Hall of Fame right now.
Right? It's a lot
They
cheaper
brought
for
them to
me to
Buffalo.
warehouse.
There you go. Brought them over the border.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the Art Ross trophy, and then
By the way, do you guys know that there's more than one actual Stanley Cup?
Yes. There's two.
Because they have a backup cup.
I think. Yeah,
There's
two.
one cup they leave at the Hall of Fame all the time. They don't take it. And then the one they travel around with, that's the backup cup. That's not the real cup. Did you know that? Because think about it.
I knew they had two.
When the teams win the cup and they carry it on the ice, there has to be a cup at the Hall of Fame. They don't just take it away. No.
yeah, that's the Vezina trophy right there.
Yes, I could have told that you right away. The Vezina, George Vezina. Wait.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we skip the
Anything
trophies and go to some other exciting stuff? I've seen these trophies before. They're really not doing anything for me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'll skip the trophies
So
then.
proud.
It's a trophy.
It is.
Okay. So then he was the actual conference. So I got to see Bill. Actually, let me just get this to show up. So this was I'm Bill Daly, the NHL vice commissioner inside,
Yes, Paul
and that was the whole. Yeah. So that was Bill
The guy at
Daly
the
who
bottom
was
of your
in
picture looks like he's asleep.
Sorry.
The guy at the bottom of your picture looks like he's asleep.
I think he's just saying, why am I
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
It's like, why am I here?
So, and of course, this one was a legendary picture. This was, hold on, let me just get it out.
Legendary picture.
Now the show has just come to a grinding halt, Carly.
So this is 2026 Hall of Famer Brian Burke right there.
Yes, Brian Burke.
So he
Great
was
hair, Brian Burke, by the way. Great hair.
This
Yes.
looks real nice.
he was over there. He was, by the way, so
I
like
think Brian Burke might be Gavin Newsom's father.
I just
Same
have to
hair.
tie everything back.
by the way, if you say ice hockey in front of Brian Burke, he'll say he'll slap the taste out of your mouth.
You will what?
He'll slap the taste out of your mouth.
If I say ice hockey?
Yeah, don't
Why?
call it ice hockey. Call it hockey, not ice hockey.
So what do you call people who skate on rollerblades?
No, but you know, like we should be calling it hockey. That's what he's saying.
I call it shinny.
Shinny.
You know that's shinny.
If you want to upset
Shinny is not
the
hockey.
legendary Brian Burke, then go ahead, man.
All right, hold on, Ishmael. How many more pictures do we have here?
Last one.
Okay, good. As I say, just go to the best one you have.
Is it another trophy?
No.
If it is, I'm hanging up. Going.
No.
I'll go find Chris Drury.
Can you guess who
boy.
this is?
Who this is? I haven't seen a
There's
picture
nothing
of
on
you
my
in it.
screen but you two.
I haven't seen one picture with you in it. I still
I don't
haven't
see a
seen-
picture at all.
Wait,
Oh, there we go.
who is that? That is
Um,
Bob the Boatman.
That is Doug McLean.
Oh yeah, I would have recognized him in a heartbeat. Doug McLean. I see him all the time.
Didn't you
Yeah,
say
so-
you emailed him?
Yeah, we exchanged emails. He saw my articles and stuff. So yeah, I got a good contact with him.
But
So
Ishmael,
yeah.
there's no pictures of you. How do I
Yeah,
know
where's
this was even you
Where's
doing
the
this?
selfies?
No selfies, Ishmael?
Okay,
That little mug?
No.
no, I
Those
no,
chubby cheeks? Not getting no pictures.
I did get a picture of myself. Like I don't know if you're interested in seeing it though.
I'm afraid. Go ahead. Humor us.
Okay, fine. I'll show it.
Nice.
I'll show it.
Oh,
I mean, the last time I showed you this picture of me, you were just roasting me for it. But I guess you gotta show it.
Oh my god. And of course, the area is that's him with the fake Stanley Cup. That's not the real cup. That's the backup cup.
Goodness gracious.
The real cup was in Toronto.
That's the real deal, man.
That is not the real cup. Where did
Like
you
Jordan
take that
Stahl
picture?
handed it to me.
You're in Buffalo. The cup is still up in Toronto in the Hall of Fame. They don't take the cup away.
No,
They
Jordan
leave it
Stahl
there.
said, "Sir Ishmael, you can have this."
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
You know, I agree with you, Carly. All right. Well, I
Can't
think that's
bullshit a bullshitter.
a great way to end the show. So, boys and girls, this may have been one of our best shows ever. But unfortunately, the time
You
has
say that
come.
every time I show pictures. What can I do?
I'm waiting for it to improve.
Always.
The time has come for us to say goodbye for a number of reasons. Oh boy.
Okay. Well,
All right,
it's
then.
been a great day, guys.
Yes. So
Now that's
let's-
that's how you end a show.
No, not really. We're gonna end it with this. From now on, when I see Gavin McKenna, I'm gonna
I'm
see
having,
Justin
like-
Bieber in my dreams.
I should
Yeah,
just
ladies and
play,
gentlemen,
play like Metallica or something right now.
That concludes another wonderful episode of Saving the Beauty. We hope you enjoyed it. Please watch it. Let your friends watch it. Bring other people to watch it. Share us on social media. Put us all over the internet. We want to explode. We need your help. Because if we don't get help, then I gotta go find another job. And we're stuck with Ishmael. So that concludes Saving the Beauty episode 19. We hope you enjoyed it. We don't know when we'll be back. If news strikes, we might just do a pop-up show. But if not, we'll see in a wee bit of time. And until then, for Carly and Callie, I like that. Ishmael and bumfuck Toronto. I'm Rob in Long Island saying, fuck you, Chris Drury. You suck. And bye-bye.